So, this is the process video for this painting behind me. It's called Diagram of Irony. I just finished it yesterday. And it was an interesting process because I've actually done this painting before in terms of subject and content, and I didn't have a reference at the time. And I really liked that piece. It was called Two Polaric Points Meet Without Negating, but I wanted to try it again with a reference, and so I was able to wrangle my and get her into costume, and I had a location and we took some photographs. It was really fun. So before I started on this one, I started on the sister piece to it, which was of me. And so the first thing I did was weave this strap, and this had a poem on it. And then I used this as a prop, and I had my friend Soleil tie me to a different tree and used that as a reference for the piece before this. And that was called The Sermons, based off of the first words of the poem. Once that painting was done, I called out my friend and we invited her to Soleil's farm, and I started to explain to her my idea and what I wanted to do. Sorry, there's a literal element of the textile becoming the content of the painting, which is like seamless with the rest of the content. So you can like get meaning from it, but it's not separate from the literal physical thing that's happening in the painting.
Understood.
And also the literal physical thing that's happening while we're taking reference. So which is why I'm being particular about the costuming and the references.
As you should.
Okay, but I don't actually know if that explained anything, but now it was time to move on to a tour of the farm.
There's raspberries and blackberries and nasturtiums starting to bloom, and oh, it's been such a team effort. They're gonna be 13 feet. Eastern lowbush. Look, they're starting to come. The sprouts too. I planted them. Are you still riding?
Yeah, I am.
Cool.
Not as often as I'd like. I'm working some very long weeks.
Gosh, look at those mountains.
Dang, this
here.
is gorgeous.
Right? Yeah.
How have I never been here?
I'd love to have like studios here,
Yeah.
here, one over there, classes here, upstairs also. I'll show you.
Oh, forgot about the upstairs.
This is like one of my favorite views here. And yeah, so we have weddings up here too sometimes for the rain plan, and I'd like to do classes, like I said, like some life drawing or something up here. Yeah. It's been really active at night too.
Wow. Didn't know they came out during the night.
They? Is it long? It's about right.
So who's here?
Oh, that's a rare baby.
Cool.
Somebody built that.
So is this the first one?
This is a stable, actually.
Sure. Okay, so is this still your property?
There.
So with the tour done, it was time to move on to the costuming.
Immediately start running.
Aww.
Getting my hips look bigger. Or pronounced.
This looks nice.
I'm just
playing
around with this a little.
You're playing around?
Yeah, I am. I like this. This matches so well.
Yeah.
So are we doing...
Oh, you guys look cool together because you're orange and lavender.
That's like, I specifically chose you to work with, and now you're like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
sorry.
Let me change to fit your preferences.
Really? That's shocking.
Okay.
Cool.
We feeling it?
Yeah, I think so.
Fine with it?
Yeah.
Okay, where are we going?
So now it was time to take the pictures, and I had selected a laurel just outside of the cabin, and so we're gonna go to that and take some pictures.
I should gag you.
She's gonna gag me.
Are you serious?
She seems serious about it.
Okay, come on.
Cool. Pose me.
Let's see.
Like here? Get tangled in it. This is fun.
No, you can hurt me. It's okay. I'll allow it.
So fun we go to art school together and then we're trying to make something.
I'm waiting for this for so long. And basically from here, you're just gonna be as uncomfortable or comfortable as you go. Okay.
I mean, I'm always at a certain level of uncomfortable.
I know this. I've factored it in.
You factored it in. Is this what you do to people you like? What kind of people you do this to?
You.
So my phone died after that, but here are the references that we took. And after that, we headed back to the cabin for some cigars and liquor. And that evening, I started sketching.
Interesting things happening as I'm getting into it. Branch has like affected the shape of her hand.
Discretion.
Yeah. That's kind of what I wanted. Like, I knew she was going to tense up so much. I wanted the Laura to kind of shape her a little.
She, had her download and she like fully accepted it,
Mhm.
and then later on, like when the voices left her more or less, then she like, as a scientist, tried to analyze what all of it and then tried to codify. And I think that's an interesting approach too.
Yeah.
Dude, this woman knows what the heck she's talking about. Okay, I'm sorry, I need a moment to stare at my canvas.
And with that, we are off to the races. So I'm starting in a layer of Quin Magenta. I was kind of thinking I was going to glaze this piece, but I get bored of it pretty quickly. My cat Yippee has joined me here. It's also raining pretty heavily, so it was an especially cozy portion of the process. So I'm starting to get into color already here. If I had planned this out a little better, it would have gone a lot quicker. But that's what you learn every time, is that if you want to paint better, you have to paint better. But I'd certainly learned a lot in this process. I was getting a little self-conscious, honestly, of how long this piece was taking me. And it's frustrating now even to watch back and see, why am I using such a small brush for everything? But I'll give myself some grace here, because this piece is really about the shape of awkwardness. So it was really hard for me to get the shape right, because I wasn't sure if it was awkward because I wasn't doing a good job, or if it was awkward because the reference was awkward. But I honestly don't even know if I'm looking at it now, I don't even know if I've really got what I was going for. But again, you just gotta keep painting and keep practicing. And then, this is the second time I've done this piece, so I'm confident there will be a third. So I've left the farm, and this marks day 5 of this piece. And it's really been almost finished for the majority of the process here, and it's just details from here. I wish I could have zoomed in a little bit more, but I'm sort of all over the place when I'm painting, so I really would have knocked the camera over. but you can see the color a lot better here since I'm in the sunlight. But I'm using open acrylics, and even then they were drying really, really quickly in the sun. So we're finishing off just with an acrylic marker for the little last details in the belt, and then we're going to move on to an isolation coat, and then just a layer of varnish, and hey, we're done. And here's the finished piece. It's not a very good quality picture. You can see the full thing on my website if you'd like. So there you have it. That was the full process. And yeah, it was really fun. Thank you to Soleil, thank you to Peyton, and thank you for watching. Bye.